Remember a derogatory cartoon published by New York Times that tried to mock India's Mars mission? It showed a man along with a bull wearing Indian attire knocking at the doors of the elite space club, which was supposedly meant to house only Americans and other Western countries. The Indian Space Research Organization has, however, given a befitting reply to NYTA with a string of successful missions. However, NYT hasn't really lost its racist undercurrent and its deep-rooted intolerance towards the reality of a resurgent Indian civilization. NYT simply doesn't want to accept that India is going to become a world leader or a superpower in the future. Therefore, it keeps finding ways to demean India, and this time around, it has published a baseless story in a desperate attempt to discredit India's COVID-19 response. Hi and welcome. You're watching TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Isha, and in this video, I will tell you how the New York Times reeks of frustration towards India's ability to beat the COVID-19 crisis. The Indian economy is on a boom, and the country is now past the COVID-19 scare on account of high vaccination rates. So condescending West is struggling to find something to pull India down, and New York Times has therefore written a totally baseless story that makes bizarre allegation against India's COVID-19 management. Strangely, no data or facts have been used by NYT to back up the baseless claims and absurd allegations in the story titled "As India's Lethal COVID Wave Neared, Political Overload Signs." This article seems to be a work of pulp fiction that draws its content substantially from individual opinions. So here is our point-to-point reply to the allegations made by NYT. NYT claimed in September 2020, 8 months before a deadly COVID-19 second wave struck India, government-appointed scientists downplayed the possibility of a new outbreak. The US-based news publication added, previous infections and early lockdown efforts had tamed the spread, the scientists wrote in a study that was widely covered by the Indian news media after it was released last year. If you observe closely, NYT claimed that India downplayed the possibility of a new outbreak and then followed its allegation by adding how the September 2020 study credited early lockdown for taming the spread of COVID-19 contagion. Now the language used seems to indicate as if the early lockdown didn't really contain COVID-19 in India. However, truth be told, India did manage to curb the COVID-19 pandemic really well throughout 2020, and the second wave struck India only earlier this year. So early lockdown did help tame the virus. Moreover, at no time did the Indian government go lenient. Mask discipline and social distancing were encouraged all along the COVID-19 crisis, which really helped India control the health emergency. NYT is borderline racist and reeks of the ignorant American culture when it comes to reporting on India. In its highly controversial story, for example, NYT claimed the results dovetailed neatly by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's two main goals: restart India's stricken economy and kick off campaigning for his party in state elections that coming spring. Anup Agarwal, a physician then working for India's top science agency, which reviewed and published the study, worried that its conclusions would lull a country into a false sense of security. NYT added, Dr. Agarwal took his concerns to the agency's top official in October. He and other concerned scientists were reprimanded, he said. Now again, NYT ought to be corrected on both these issues. When it comes to reopening the economy, there was a broad consensus in the Indian society and political establishment that the economy shouldn't remain closed forever, as COVID-19 was here to stay for a long time. So India reopened its economy to save livelihoods while keeping all necessary precautions in mind. India didn't really need a fake study to open up like NYT is insinuating. When it comes to polls, India's election system isn't as chaotic and confusing as America's. We have been holding undisputed election managed by the Election Commission of India, a constitutional body, for the last 7 decades, unlike the US. And the superintendence of election rests completely in the ECI, and it wasn't really up to the ruling party to decide how and when elections will be held. What do we even say about this? On January 4, NYT had published a story titled, "In a topsy-turvy pandemic world, China offers its version of freedom." In this pro-China article, NYT had claimed, while many countries are still reeling from COVID-19, China, where the pandemic originated, has become one of the safest places in the world. NYT had further added, "Restaurants are packed, hotels are full, long lines from outside luxury brand stores. Instead of Zoom calls, people are meeting face to face to talk business or celebrate the new year." The US-based news publication had also stated, "The pandemic has upended many perceptions, including ideas about freedom. Citizens of China don't have freedom of speech, freedom of worship, or freedom from fear. 3 of the 4 freedoms articulated by President Franklin D. Roosevelt, but they have the freedom to move around and lead a normal day-to-day life." In a pandemic year, many of the world's people would envy this most basic form of freedom. Our point is, when NYT was adulating China and literally calling it freer than free countries, it really ignored how China had censored COVID-19 data and reports. However, when it comes to India, NYT alleges data suppression, even though India was transparent and honest in releasing its COVID-19 data. NYT claimed senior officials at Dr. Agarwal's agency, called the Indian Council of Medical Research, for suppressed data showing the risks, according to the researchers and documents. They pressured scientists to withdraw another study that called the government's efforts into questions, the researchers said, and distanced the agency from a third study that foresaw a second wave. So NYT couldn't really see how China fudged its data despite some very apparent signs, but it thinks that India suppressed COVID-19 data without any real basis to back up its claim. India has already slammed NYT for its shoddy reporting. Speaking about the controversial article, the Indian Council of Medical Research Director General Dr. Balram Bhargav said, "This is a provocative, attention-seeking article published at the time when India is doing good and our vaccination is excellent, and it is diverting attention. All the issues raised are dead ones and probably do not merit any attention." Niti Aayog member Dr. V.K. Paul too condemned the article. He said, "We actually condemn this type of distorted, out-of-context reporting. This is not desirable and it should not happen." What NYT has written about India's COVID response once again exposes the condescending character of the America's publication, and it reeks of frustration towards India's ability to beat the COVID-19 crisis and accelerate economic growth.